everybody? How y'all doing? It's your girl Tasha Renee, and I am so excited that you guys decided to join us tonight. Once again, y'all make me smile each week that you decide to catch up with the peoples and the singers, and I'm excited tonight for the young lady that I have for you guys tonight. You guys, look. I am at a loss for words on how much I can say about this young lady. I met her some years ago when I think we both were at the same church, and we talked and everything, and I got to talk a few times afterwards. And let me tell you, her ministry is phenomenal. She's anointed, she's a gifted minister, she speaks healing and deliverance to all who encounter her worship. Not only is she an artist, but her company, MYT Enterprises, supports all of her endeavors in reaching out to care for the hurting, help the strong, build the weak, support the endeavoring, jumpstart the wandering, fuel the depleted, stand with the standing, and love all. She is an advocate of love. She has a nonprofit called I Care. It's called Individuals Concerned About Reaching Everyone. Her most recent endeavor is Brilliant Beauties, an advocacy initiative for women and young girls to instill that values of self-worth, to help them realize that they are beautiful, they are loved, they matter, and their gifts to help them realize that they contribute to life. Look, let me tell you this. You guys, hold on to your weaves, hold on to everything you got, because she's about to blow us away. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. So you guys, wherever you are, put your hands together for the beautiful, the anointed, the wonderfully talented Miss Myisha
You
Tate.
are too kind. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to be here. Hey.
I am excited to have you on. Even though I know we don't get a chance to talk all the time, but when, I've been watching you on Facebook and Instagram. I pay attention to everybody because I enjoy following people's
Likewise.
careers,
Yes.
and just to see where God's, from when we met to where God has taken you now. I can see that has been an amazing journey. I'm pretty sure it has not been easy, but honey, I see where you at. Blah.
Right.
And we're gonna have a good conversation tonight. All right.
Yeah. Yes. I'm ready.
All right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you for everyone who this is their first time hearing about Myisha Tate? How about you tell us who you are?
Well, I'm pretty simple. I live to worship for the freedom of the enslaved. I live to serve, show love unconditionally, and aid in bettering the world by bettering myself.
Okay.
I try to be really simple, and everything I do kind of stems around that, showing people that they're loved, that they matter. Because I feel like that's a lost thing in our world sometimes. People get caught up in everything that's going on, and trying to be Instagram, Facebook famous. I just want people to know they love. I just
Right.
want people to know that, I know all of this is happening in our world, but a lot of people look to get. But I'm like, if we all begin to give, things become so much more beautiful and great. And who I am is just that all the time. My siblings, my friends will tell you, I don't pretend to be something else for this and that.
Hmm.
I'm a fun loving person that likes to laugh, that likes to shop, that likes to give, that likes to laugh. I think I said that, but I do. I like to laugh.
Hmm.
And I like to read, and I just like to enjoy life. And any way I can to help other people do the same thing, I'm always happy to do so. Really simple. I'm a mama. I am a mother of two beautiful girls. Well,
Okay.
they're not girls. Well, a little girl and then a grown girl. She's grown now. She's in college. She's going to graduate early.
What?
Yes,
You
yes.
you got a college
I got a
student?
college student, and she was like, "Mom, I'm graduating early." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I got a college student.
Wow.
I had her when I was in college. Yeah, my story is quite interesting, but yeah, I'm a mom to two
Wow.
wonderful children. Yeah,
Hmm.
they make me so happy.
Of course. Any of them following in your footsteps and singing?
They both can sing, but the oldest one, she is wanting to sing more now. But what she wants to do is anthropology. She's going to be an anthropologist.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So she about to be in school playing with
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Once she's finished, she already knows she's going to graduate early and go straight into her master's program. And then over the summer, she's going to do an internship in something in anthropology, studying somebody somewhere.
She said she gonna do studying something somebody
That's
somewhere.
her life. I was like, what are you going to do with that? I'm going to do research. I'm like, okay, do your research. Get paid to
Well,
research.
yeah, I mean if that's what she loves to do.
She loves it. She's been saying it since she was 9. I was like, she
Wow.
gonna grow out of it, but I still geared put her in the schools and stuff where she could do
Mm-hmm.
it. It was so funny. I can say it because she didn't go that way. She was doing forensic science, and when she was in high school, she went on a trip with college students because her school had a forensic program to the
Mm-hmm.
FBI. And one of the directors was like, "Hey, we want to recruit you," because, but of course, she was in high school. But she's really good. Her
So
mind, the way she thinks, is interesting.
with the anthropology, is that what she wants to do? More forensic science and stuff like that, helping.
She used to want to do forensic science. Forensic science is a, how does she say it? It's like a part of anthropology.
Mm-hmm.
It's a field in anthropology. She actually wants to do study primates, human primates. A lot of people study chimpanzees and all of that kind of stuff, but she's going to study people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
fun.
You or me. That's what I'll be like, okay,
Sounds interesting.
it is.
Have fun.
Exactly.
Enjoy. I'll be over here.
Me too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
I
cool.
let her be her though. That's my
Beans.
point. I didn't try to push her. Now my youngest, creative through and through. All she
Okay.
wanna do is dance. She's
Okay.
taking violin, piano, gymnastics. She
Wow.
started into art. Anything creative, that's all her. And
Oh,
I
she's
pushed
a
her that
true
way.
creative.
True creative in
Yeah.
every sense of the word. Even her style. It started when she was 3. I was like, you really gonna put that together? But then when she put it on, I was like, oh,
It
she
works.
has style. She has flair.
You
Yeah.
know what? I like the fact that you're allowing them to each decide and find their own path instead of trying to create one for them. I
Yes.
know some parents tend to kind of steer their child in a certain way because it's what they want them to do, but allowing them to live their life for themselves is yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Because I grew up, I can say this about myself, kind of a people pleaser. Just because generally that's my nature. I'm happy to help. I'm happy
Mhm.
to serve. I don't find it belittling or trivial. It's a joy. But I also know that you can get taken advantage of and people can steer you how they want you to go, especially when you're gullible and naive and think that because you're pure in heart, everybody is.
Right.
But
Right.
when my kid was getting ready to go off to school, she had picked a school that she wanted based on her career path. My alma mater reached out, wanted to give her a scholarship because of legacy. And she was like, she was going to go there for us. And I'm like,
Mhm.
you're not. She actually had canceled at her school and called me to tell me, I'm going to your school. I'm like, girl, you're absolutely not going to go to my school unless that's absolutely your
What you
choice.
wanted.
And I was like, because one day you're going to wake up, maybe not now, but years from now, you'll resent the people who pushed you in a way that you never really wanted to go. I was
Yeah.
like, and if I have anything to do with it, you're not going to live your life making sure everybody else is happy. When you're good,
That's
you can
good.
be better for others. So that's my thing for anybody. Is this what you supposed to do? Or are you being pushed that way?
That's a tweetable moment. When you're good, you can be good for others. It's almost like saying when your cup is full, then you can pour. But if your cup is
Exactly.
empty, what you pouring out, fool? So fill your cup first, huh?
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
you can help everybody else. How about that?
Exactly that.
Talking to myself and We are not about to do this tonight.
We
No.
already
I
started. You
know,
did me first.
but no, this ain't about me. Dag nap it. All right. So, how did you get into music?
Uh, Music got into me. I've been
Mm,
singing since before I could talk good. And at 4, I sang my first public solo. Um, and from there, I've been singing ever since. I started leading worship at a permanent church at 9.
mm-hmm.
And I tried to walk away from it. But like I said, it just kept saying, pulling me back in. It's like, that's part of who I am. And I realized when I was like 24, God and I started having even deeper conversations about my life. And it was like at 26, he took me on a journey. And it was like, remember your first song? And I was like, yeah. I sang D. Leon's Gonna Move On Up the Mountain. And pull the devil down because the devil don't have a right to be on higher ground. Gotta move on up the mountain with my shield and my sword. And I see great victory in the name of the Lord. And it's funny, I sang that song, I was a kid, but the God began to share with me. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
that was a declaration that heaven heard and held to. And there was a war for your soul. And he was like, I've been with you. From there, I went to dance. And he was like, I taught you how to use all of who you were in dance for me. The first song I ever danced to was We Shall Behold Him, which
Ooh.
was exactly. So at 5 years old, I'm being awakened in a sense to the coming of Christ. That's the first song I learned to use my whole person to interact with God and for God on. And from there, the second song that I can remember was Give Us This Day, which of course is about giving and, you know, teaching others the way. And I'm a young kid, but he's pouring this is building my foundation that my
Mm-hmm.
life would, flow from. And, I used to sing this song that my mother hated. It was self made, it was untrue, but I sang it nonetheless. It was called Nobody Loves Me, which I was so loved. And God said, all of that happened at an early age so that you really could, present me the way I want to be presented. Because I feel like people, especially in gospel music, you take pure things, you take defiled things, people mix them together, and it all gets called God. And like I said, music was something. It started young, and we've always had interesting conversations, God and I. And
Mm-hmm.
people heard me sing, they would try God, and all kind of people trying to give me deals. My mom always said no, she not gonna do that. Blah blah blah. She gonna seek serve God, and I'm glad. I mean, when I look back, I'm grateful for the path that I chose because the things that I do, it is sincere and heartfelt and real. I'm not after fame. I just want people to believe that I believe what I mean when I sing it. Like, I'm not into singing songs because they're popular. I'm not even into singing what people like. My heart music, how I got into music was a heart thing between me and God. He used to just give me stuff, I sing it, and that's just it. Even now, I rather flow than anything because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like the flow gives you fresh stuff that people that can relate to where people are right now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So music for me is it got into me and I have to give it because it's like otherwise you feel like you're gonna burst.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can relate.
Right.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
Yes, I
exactly.
definitely, I understand. I definitely understand what you're saying. It's like when you've literally said music. How did you? When I asked how do you get into music, you said music got into you. But it sounds like God downloaded music into you in a way as a vehicle to get to people what He's trying to say.
Exactly
And
that.
what you have to say isn't necessarily what's being said right now. And the amazing thing about that is that you're confident in God and in you enough to be okay with that. Because there are some people who would not be okay with flowing with God and just flowing with Him. Most people need the script. Most people need the outline. This we're gonna do this, and this. As opposed to being open and free to God and allowing Him to sing through you what it is the person in the audience needs to hear, even if it's only for one person.
Correct. It was 2006. I was at a big church in Houston, Texas. Um, they had just finished a conference, and it was my first time stepping out on my own to do the things that I knew God had given me to do. And I had sang all week, and it was time for me to do what I call in concerts. And it was my first one. It was called Real Love, and I didn't have a voice, like
Mm,
because I had sang the entire week, day and night. Conferences,
been
and
there,
I
done
had
that.
exactly because I had nothing. They was giving me teas and all of this stuff, and I was like, okay, God, you already knew this was gonna happen, so I still gotta. This people out here is full. We gotta do this. So
Mm-hmm.
when I stepped out on the stage to sing the opening, I was amazed at what came out of me. And it was at
Mm,
that age, even though I had been singing for at that point 22 years, that I realized it was never about me. It was about allowing myself to yield. And
yeah.
what came through me, my mother told my daddy, and she still says it to this day, every time we talk about that moment. She been somewhere we haven't been because of
Mm,
the sound that flowed through me that night. I wish I had the
wow.
video to show. I was amazed. I'm like, I know how to have a voice, and then what's pouring through was so divine, literally.
Mm,
And that's when I really learned that it was never about my voice. Even though I thank him that he did give me, I think, a nice one. It was about yieldingness.
yeah. It would be nice to see more yieldedness in the church.
Yes.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, baby,
Um,
save that, Tasha.
but
Because that's my current frustration. I'm like, God, I can't do this like this. No, I'm just going to tell you, I'd rather be in the world, what people consider the world, because those people hungry and they not after theatrics and they know if you real or not. And I
yeah,
just don't have time to waste my time. And I feel like if I'm gonna waste my time, I don't want to be present. If God ain't gonna be here and we doing this for him, what are we doing?
I remember someone asked why I was choosing to go the R&B soul route, and my answer to them was because if I'm going to be in a show, I'd prefer to know I have to put one on as opposed to going somewhere to minister and they expect the show and I just give them my heart.
Amen. My sister and I literally had this conversation today after we finished working out.
Hmm.
Was like, my daughter, my oldest one, funny enough, who was into anthropology, she is very creative and she does sing, but she was
Hmm.
so dramatic. I used to say, baby, if nobody not paying you for this show, keep it. Don't be giving away free shows like this. but
Wow.
but I feel like that's sadly how the church is, and I feel like that's largely why people have turned away. They don't care for it. They don't respect it the way it should be respected. Like we respected it growing up. It was, you reverenced God. A lot of it was fear. And of course, I thank God that that's been done away with as people grow in knowledge of his
Right.
love for us and grace and all the things made available through Jesus. But it's like the reverence needs to return, the honor needs to return. The heart that's actually for God and with God has to return. If we're going to be a people that shifts the trajectory of nations, like people claim, oh, I'm going to nations. When you go to nations, what you going to give them? You can't give them you. You got to give them him. And if you ain't
Mm,
spending time with him, if he's not in you,
mm,
what are you pouring? We don't need more of another man poured into another man. Yes, we are all poor God, and yes, we are all, his people. made in his image and likeness. But if we're not plugging into him to be who we truly are, we're, to me, we are giving people nothing. You know, I don't want more of what has not been shown to work already. You know, I feel like we have to really engage deeper ourselves personally and stop trying to look for songs that's going to minister to people and let God minister to you. And out of your heart, out of your overflow, you just bless people like that. Like, I don't go out, what can I say to, it's going to touch somebody. I share my heart, what's helping me. And in turn, people share what they need or how this helped them. I think people go about it the wrong way. They're looking for what they think they're supposed to be giving somebody else when they're depleted vessels. You need
Mm.
something. You empty. We got out of conversation. We have a lot of conversations because it's funny. But I was at a gas station with a very good friend of mine years and years ago, and the car was on E. Of course, that's why we was getting gas. He said, "You will not treat your body like people treat their cars." And I said, "What you talking about?" He said people will run their cars till they're about to on fumes and have to rush to the gas station so they don't, run out of gas on the side of the road. He said, and that's how many people treat their lives. He said, you
Wow.
stay on full. Stay on full. He said, stay on F, Myisha. I said, I got you.
Okay,
And
so
I try my best.
did he give you some understanding on how to stay on full?
Yes.
What practical steps did he say to stay on full?
Practical steps to stay on full is spending time with him. Like, it's true. He didn't put all those scriptures out there for us to just speak them in our prayers before congregations. Certain simple things like when you keep your mind stayed on him, he'll keep you in perfect peace. My peace is very rarely disturbed. He said,
Mm.
abide in me, and my word about it, you think you can ask what you will be given. To abide in him, that means that's some real time. I mean, you dedicate time. And a lot of times it ain't even at this point, because it used to be when I was younger, like when I said I started really young, I used to dedicate hours in the day to him, no less than 2, 3 hours every day I spent in his presence growing up. That was our thing, my teenage years. As I grew older, um, even now as a parent, I don't have a lot of times 3 hours to dedicate to just going into the presence of God, unless I'm doing it in the middle of the night. And I don't always do that. But practical things that I do is as I wake up, the first thing I'm doing is I'm acknowledging him. I'm saying, hey, thank you for this day. What do you want to do in this day? Like what part in somebody else's life, or am I to play? Where am I to go? What am I to say? Is there anything that you want from me today? I'm asking him these questions because if he's my friend, you ask your friend stuff because
Yeah.
you care about how what you do affects them. I started to treat him like a friend. I remember a
Yeah.
little while ago, I was sitting at a women's conference. It was very informal, so I finished singing, and I was sitting on the steps, and God told me, he said, you never have to worry about me showing up for you. That in itself would have been enough. But then he said the sweetest thing he ever said to me in my life. He said, we're friends. I just started to cry. I'm like, you people say I'm a friend of God, but God called me his friend. And I value that relationship. Sometimes I feel like I don't give him as much time as I should, but I thank God for this pandemic, as crazy as that may sound, because I got back to a beautiful place and space where I spend time with him. Like my walks, I could do 5 miles, 10 miles easy because I got lost in his presence. I'm in public, I'm running, I'm jogging, I'm walking, but my earphones in my ear and I'm listening, or maybe they're off, but I'm listening. And we're having conversations and he's reminding me of things that he said. And he's reminding me of things that I said and things that have gone undone and things that he wants done. And I'm like, you're right. And it's simple things like, he said, underneath the shadow, we can hide away. It was a little hot this summer. And in Texas, it's surely hot. And I'm outside running in the heat. But then all of a sudden I find a tree. And it's like God literally met me under the tree. And it's simple things, just giving a moment to him. That's how you stay full, because life can drain you. And another practical thing that he helped me to do is be honest with him and with myself about how I'm feeling, about things that are going on. Like, even I can say, I love my mother. She's a wonderful person. But, for a moment, we were having some things going on, and it would really frustrate me. And I mean, I would be livid, and I would be driving in my car, and I would like check my heart really quickly. And I'm like, hey, that could contaminate you. Remember, out of the guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows all the issues of life. Everything gonna flow through your heart. So you let that thing get contaminated, you just
Mm,
messed yourself up. And now everything
mm,
that's spewing out of you is contaminated. So practical things that I do is I let things go quickly. I might be mad, and I'm going, you might know I'm mad, but guess what? I'm not holding on to that anger. Like, I feel like people hold on to their anger. They feel like they need to hold on so that what you did is not okay. I don't have to prove that to you. I'm going to say it nicely. I'm going to speak it. This bothered me. I didn't appreciate when you did this. I hate confrontation to a degree, but at the same time, I'm not afraid of it. And I have conversations that I need to have. So if you have an art against your brother, go to your brother. That's practical. That's how you stay on full. I'm not holding something against my brother. My brother, sister, whomever, pastor, friend, grandma, make me
mm.
mad. I'm gonna say, hey, that bothered me. I don't like it when you do such and such, because I can't hold you responsible for what I don't let you know, for what I don't acknowledge. We want people to read our minds or read our expressions, and they don't know. So those practical things help me stay on full, like just living authentically, not trying to be somebody else or even what people think I ought to be. I made decisions that didn't make sense to me, but I felt like that's what he was leading me to do, and I did it. And and sometimes I think, God, that was crazy. Maybe I didn't do that right, but whatever. I make moves, and the moves that I make, even if they don't make sense, my daddy told me a long time ago, just keep going, because if God is who He says He is, He's responsible for jerking you and saying, "Hey, that right there, don't do that one. Come back this way." But I feel like sometimes we wait, and I've been guilty of it, just waiting and waiting for a person to give us permission to do what God already said do. And
Why
it's
do you
like, go ahead.
why do you think that is?
I think it's something that we were taught. And people unknowingly taught us to be that way. Everybody think, and it starts as children. We wait for permission to do this. We ask, "Can I do this?" So now you grow your whole life asking for permission to do something,
Everything.
everything, rather than, I love my daddy. He was very unconventional as a parent. There were certain things we didn't have to ask to do. We brought it to him, and of course, he monitored what we did, but we lived in a free house. He gave us the opportunity to think and feel how we were thinking and feeling. Now, we couldn't just be disrespectful, but we had family meetings where you could freely express what you were thinking, what you were feeling. And I feel like how we are in our families translate how we deal with God. Because if
I
people
agree.
constantly let us down, we attribute the same factor to God. We might say He's faithful, but we think He's faithful to others and not necessarily us. You know,
Yeah.
because the people in our lives that should have been faithful weren't. But thankfully, I had a good father, and it translated to me at first not thinking I needed God in that way because I had a daddy. But my dad died like 5 years ago. Well, 6 years ago now. And I remember driving down 45, and I was like, who's going to answer my questions now? And God was like, I will.
Wow.
I was like, you're so right. You are a father to the fatherless. And I don't know. It's like the more you let yourself be human and feel and be,
Hmm.
music comes easy. Everything comes easy. it's like develops a rhythm and a flow, and you can honestly transact with heaven. You can talk to God like I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm pissed off. I don't, I really don't like what just happened. And I know part of it might be me, but I need you to help me on that. Show me where it was that I erred. If it was them, help them. If it's a relationship that needs to be saved, hey, help us both. Even if we're not going to save this relationship, still help us both for where we're going. That's just how I talk to God, and that's how I talk to myself. I don't try to put blame on everybody else all the time. I try to acknowledge where I err or where I could have been better or what I did in a situation that could have made somebody behave in a way that I don't like. The first person I'm checking is me. And I think that helps with the stand on full too.
Yeah. Wow. And my sentiments exactly. I'm over here just sitting back and listening to everything that you're saying. And I'm gonna be honest, you're ministering to me, like for real. Um, and wow, thank you. Um, I
Thank
think this
you.
is a great place to allow you to kind of minister to the people, minister to everyone. Let it. What are you gonna sing for us tonight?
I'm going to sing Abba by Jonathan David Hessler. Like I said, I didn't always see God that way. Like I said, he was my friend, he was a savior, but I had a father, you know. But then I realized he could be that for me too. And it changed a lot of stuff because when I let him be father, it took a lot of pressure off of me
Hmm.
to perform or to strive to get or to become or to, because I know that fathers take care of their children. And when I let God be father to me, it took a lot of the weight off my shoulders. Because I'm a single mom and my mom was a widow, so I was taking care of her. I was like, but when I let God be father, it's like, I don't know how to even describe that except if you had a good dad, you totally understand what I'm saying. They look out for you. You don't have to worry about nothing. They're gonna make sure you got food. They're gonna make sure you got a place to stay. They make sure you got clothes and shoes, even before they're themselves. Like my daddy, I remember we was time for school, people was buy kids school shoes and all of that. We had shoes, but it was like they need new shoes in school about to start. And I'm looking at the shoe with a hole in it. And I'm like, you gonna buy me some new shoes? I always remembered that. And when I got old enough, I bought him all the shoes. I guess it just
This is for all those times you bought for me and not for
yes,
yourself.
yes, I
Yeah.
got you, Daddy. Yeah. But yeah, Abba, I just want people to know that God is a father. Maybe you didn't have a good father, but you can have one in Him if you let your heart open to
Thank
receive
you.
the love that He's pouring out because He is pouring. And tonight, I just dare you to open your heart to simply receive. So, as I sing this song and we listen to the lyrics, just know that God is Abba, He's Daddy, and He's here for you. Hope this is loud enough. You're more real than the air in my lungs. Jesus, we welcome you. Pour your love out in this place. You're more real than the air in my lungs. Jesus, you're more real than ground I'm standing on. Your thoughts define me. You're inside me. You're my reality. You're everything I need. I mean it when I sing. Abba, I belong to you. Abba, we belong to you. He's closer than the skin on my bones. He's Jesus. Closer than the song on my tongue. Your thoughts define me. You're inside me. You're my reality. You're everything I need and wanna be. I find my worth and identity in thee. I belong to you. I'm not an orphan, I'm not abandoned. I've been welcomed into your family. He loves you with an everlasting love. He loves you with an everlasting love. He won't change who he is. He'll always be your father. He's reaching out his arms of love for you to run in and find shelter, run in and find rest, run in and find healing. Whatever you need him to be, he is provision. He's way maker. He's so sustaining. He's daddy. Let him be a father to you. Let him heal what's ailing you. Open your heart and let him in. Won't you let him in? Won't you let him in? Right now, I dare you to hold. God, I want you. God, I need you. Lord, I choose you. I welcome you in when I'm going through. I welcome you in when I'm facing. I welcome you in because I want to know you deeper. I want to know you more. My heart is open. Fill it with your love. I want to know in the great world where I'm able to mean and say, Abba, I belong to you. The heart of the Father is for you to embrace as a beloved daughter, as a beloved son. You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. And I really believe that's the heart of God for us. That we are welcome, you know? So
I wow. Whew. Young lady. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I could have listened to that. Have you ever thought about recording that?
my brother asks me that all the time.
Yeah. I think of course I think, we know that song, and certain people can sing that song, and it's like, hey, hallelujah. But some people can minister that song from a place of really understanding and recognizing God's love. And I think you have to know God as Father to honestly minister that from a sincere place. And that's exactly what you did just now. You ministered that song from a place of knowing that He is Father. And not only is He Father, but He's a good Father.
Good, Father. Good, good,
You
good.
know, you could definitely hear your passion for God in that. And man, that, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Um, so I actually want to lighten it up just a little.
Yes, please. Let's laugh.
So let's have a little fun. Let's play some
Yes.
games. Let's get the people to understand a little bit more about you and who you are. And we know now that you're an amazing worshiper. You love God with everything in you, and it's evident in how you talk about Him, how you sing to Him, completely evident. So let's hear some things about who you are
Mm-hmm.
when you're not in the presence. All right.
Let's do it.
Come on. So this game is a game I like to play with my people who come on the show, with my guests. It's called Fave Rapid Fire. Basically, what I'm going to do, you got 5 seconds off the top of the head to tell me your favorite things. All right.
Okay.
Now, granted, these will spark a conversation.
Listen.
And so we can keep that conversation going, but you got 5 seconds. I'm going to say favorite street, and you can be like, in 5 seconds, give me whatever comes first, the first thing that comes to your mind. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What's your favorite food?
Oh, conglomerate. Pizza, ice cream, pies.
wait, wait. Did she just give us 100 of them? She
I
said
said
pizza, ice cream.
I said conglomerate. That was
What's the conglomerate? Wait a minute. I was a
I
little
like
confused. I was gonna glance over that part and just go straight to the pizza and ice cream. But conglomerate, what did that mean? I need what
I
you,
like all foods. I like
really?
Thai. I like Chinese. I like um
You a foodie.
yes, I love food. My mama tell you I can give you some good restaurants.
You could?
Girl, I can cook, yes.
You just prefer restaurants.
No, actually I've been cooking a lot more so lately because I've been trying to take control of my diet and my pocketbook.
Hallelujah. Yes.
I can cook. I'm great at following directions. So I can look at a recipe or I could think of something and just create it. And I'd be like, oh, that is good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know where to go when I next time I be in Houston. All
Yeah,
right.
come on. You
All
would not.
right. What's your favorite music genre?
That's hard. R&B.
Okay. Oh, who your favorite artist? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Pooh. Wait. Aura and a B.
R&B. If I
So who's
had
your
to pick,
yes,
yeah.
who's your favorite artist? Who's your favorite R&B artist? Come on.
My favorite, I have too many to have favorites, but I like all the old people. I like,
All, all the old people.
I do. They
Who's the old people? Give me some old people.
Well, they really not that old. They're modern day old, like Babyface and
Okay, all right.
Luther Vandross
Well, yeah, he's
and
gone.
yeah, he old. And
He old
Boys
and
to
gone.
Men. Oh, I
All
love
right.
Boys to Men. I love
Oh,
Brian McKnight.
Before you keep going, the age-old question: Boys to Men or Jodeci?
Baby, that's hard, especially in Houston, Texas. People gonna get me if I don't say Jodeci. They had some great
Uh-uh.
songs.
Speak your truth.
See, okay, for the appeal, I'm gonna go with Jodeci because that band, the boy band, was wonderful, and they had some great songs. But we talking vocal
Mm,
ability, you gotta go with Boys to
the
Me
harmonies.
all day long. You just can't. You can't. They in two different worlds.
I agree with you. It's hard to choose between Joe Decky, that's my nephew,
Yes.
and Boys to Men. It's hard to choose because you're right. The vocals, and to me, Boys to Men was like the suave
Yes.
love.
Yes.
I'm coming at you right.
Yes.
I'm not. It's not no hey ma. It's like, excuse me, miss, how you
Miss,
doing? You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But then
Proper.
Joe Dissy, on the other hand,
They
they
was
was like them hood brothers that was
yes,
like,
that you
yo,
want,
ma.
that you like too. You like them too. You gotta like
Like,
them
can we get
too.
a mixture of both of them?
Can we combine these two?
And some people would say that
Still.
is, yeah, they would say that's, oh, why I can't think of their name. We were faster.
Oh yeah,
Who was,
Drew Hill.
yeah,
Drew Hill.
people say that Drew
Drew
Hill was like
Hill.
the mediation
You're
between.
right. They actually were because they were boy bandish, and then they actually had some good vocals. So
They
yeah,
had
I
some
can.
class too. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
I
little bit.
like them. I like them.
Okay,
You
all
got me
right.
dancing in my head.
Gonna put on some Boys to Men tonight.
Yes. When they
Yeah.
sang "Let It Snow," I was done.
Look, I look forward to Christmas for
Every
that
for that
song.
song, yes.
And it's one other. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, that's the one they do with Brian McKnight, right?
Yes. It come on,
Look,
you just like
forget it
let
coming
it
on the radio.
snow.
I press play on my computer.
Me too. Continually. I love that.
Yes, that can be on repeat. All
Yeah.
right. So, what's your favorite? Okay. What's your favorite song that you're embarrassed to say that you like?
That I'm embarrassed to say that I like. Back that thing up. What they say, cash money taking over for the 99 and the
Oh my
2000.
goodness. Did you? All right. So, let me get this transition. We went from Abba, Hallelujah,
Listen, I'm
God your
balanced.
Father, to Boys to Men and Jodeci, and now we at back that thing up. What?
It's
Look at
called
it.
it's called balance. You
I
can't know
love
God
it.
as a father without that all of that.
Come on. You can't know
Listen,
God as a father unless you done back that thing up a little bit.
listen, because daddies know you when you're bad and they love you still.
Come on. Yes, they do. They know everything about you and will love
Everything.
you in spite of.
Yes, they work with you through the stuff.
It take a
Listen,
day. Look, it take a real daddy to love through some of the stuff we do. Look.
listen, that ain't doing but
Hey, sexy,
you
sexy.
still gotta move every time that song come on. I don't care where you at.
You realize that song came out during Spike Lee's School Days?
Yes.
You know how long it was?
Long ago.
And that, like, I think
It's
I saw that movie recently and I was like, wow.
anytime that song come on, you gotta move.
Eh? Wait, no,
In
I ain't
your
gonna lie.
head. In your head. You already doing it. See?
I think I sang it at a show one time. Anyway,
Wow. I want to see that video.
oh, thank God there was none. Hallelujah. I don't think there was.
Oh, that's
But here's the
funny.
thing, people loved it. Hello?
I'm sure they did. Your voice
Having
is
fun. They got
wonderful.
up on the dance floor.
Yes, they did. Put the back thing in motion. Ah.
Hey.
And I like to
See,
dance.
and you know what? Thank you so much for that because I think people need to understand that just because you save, you love God, you have a relationship with God, doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life.
Baby, that's the reason why God did not make it in the church and now we on the pits. But
Look,
that's another conversation.
girl, don't get me started, huh? I got some things to say. Yes, I can. But anyway, I behold my peace.
Yes. Oh, Mama,
Uh,
you.
so if you were going karaoke singing, what would be your karaoke song? Look, what my mama told, at least y'all being honest. Amen.
We are.
Look, God knows.
He
We had
know.
that
I ain't gonna tell.
conversation, huh?
He listen. We talk about everything. I ain't gonna say some of the stuff I say because people say she inappropriate.
Look, that's the kind of daddy I got, and that's the kind of friend I got. Because if he's a
Yes.
dad and a friend, you can tell
Yes.
your friend everything and not have to worry about being
Everything.
judged.
Correct.
And God won't judge you.
No, he does
He will
not.
not judge you. He will love you through your craziness.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes.
man, God is so I wanted to I'm a he's so freaking amazing.
Ain't he? I love you. I do. I love you.
All right. So what's that karaoke song we going to? What we got? What we got?
Okay. My sisters say we should sing Alicia Keys because it make us sing like we way better singers.
I'm gonna drop the mic on that one. Uh, oh Lord. All
Oh,
right.
you heard me say my sister said that. I didn't say that.
You didn't say it was your sister.
It
That's
was my
right.
sister.
Sister. Sister.
Sister.
Mm-mm-mm. What's your favorite movie? Lord Jesus. Favorite
Uh,
movie?
oh, I love so many movies. P.S. I Love You, The Five
Oh,
Heartbeats.
I had to stop watching P.S. I Love You because I cried every time.
Girl, me too.
It's like I can't. I
I
can't.
know.
Come on, Five Heartbeats.
Yes, and oh my goodness. I
Dang.
I like Wonder Woman. Oh, I love her.
Okay. The
Yeah.
new one or the old
Yes.
one?
The
Really? You
new one.
enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it because
I didn't.
I like the message that we are weapons and sometimes that's hidden from us.
Hmm. Oh, come on. We are come on, we are weapons.
Yeah.
I feel you about to preach. Let me keep moving.
Oh, and
Uh
Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange.
See, a lot
Again,
of people didn't like Doctor Strange, but I liked it
I
too.
loved it. It is so much in that movie.
Discovering who you are at the core of your
Yes.
being.
That it never
Yeah.
was about your hands that made you great. That power was still in you. You just hadn't went deep enough to release it.
You had to access the power from a different way, a different
Yes.
angle.
Yes, it's not visible and recognizable like everybody imagined, but it's present.
Goodness. Come on, y'all. Oh
Let me
Lord.
tell you, I
Okay.
got messages and everything. I'm telling you, I loved
You
it.
know what? I do that too. I try to keep it under wraps, but I be seeing God in everything. I see
Everything.
everything is a
Yes.
message. Everything.
Yes. Yes.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite? Oh, who's your favorite actor? Who you got a crush? Who's your
Ooh, my
celebrity
favorite
crush? Yeah.
crush. I don't really like them like that. Ooh, I'll take that back.
Ooh.
I I have always loved Will Smith, and I feel
Ah.
like everything that I imagined him to be, he seems to be it. Like I always was like, if I could, I would have married Will Smith. In my head, I used to think that he way older than me, but that's what I used to think. And now that I listen to him speak, like especially when he was like, he told Jada, we not gonna yell at each other, and he broke up with her because she kept doing it. We're not gonna cuss, we're not gonna yell. I respect that. I like people like that. Set boundaries and rules, and I'm not saying everything gonna be perfect, but the fact that he tried to create a world different from the world that he grew up in. I
Mhm.
thought that was before I knew that stuff, before he started speaking it, it was
Mhm.
something about him that made me feel that way about him, that he thought that way. And I've
Okay.
always liked him. And then Bad Boys just made it worse when he came with Mike Lowry with them
Look.
nice suits and that nice
Look.
the way you walk, sir. Yes, yes.
Yeah, he got that swag. I give it to
I say
him.
yes. Thank you, Jesus, for my own.
Ah, Lord. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I like. Yeah, Will is a very nice gentleman. He's a
yes, yes,
very,
very,
very nice
very, very,
man.
very nice. Good temperament.
Nice. He has
He
some
got the
wisdom on
yes,
something.
and then he work out. Hallelujah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Moving on.
He does that. Amen. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Okay. So I got you. We got two more. So I know it's sports season. Are you a sports fan?
You know, I quit. I do like all sports.
But
I quit basketball the first time Michael Jordan retired.
you left basketball because of Michael?
Well, the first time he retired, I was done.
You ain't come back?
I ain't come back. When he came back, I let him go by himself.
You
I'll
don't
do. I watch. I'll go to a game. I like sports, but I mean, unless I get to be present, I don't just enjoy watching it on TV like everybody be all excited with a fantasy stuff and all of that bets. I'm like, I watch it when it's time for the playoffs.
no LeBron? No.
No, I like Michael Jordan.
So Michael no Shaq?
Michael Jordan. Or they could bring back. I told them. I said Houston should have brought back that team from '95 when we was
Girl,
winning.
ma'am.
Bring back Robert Ory.
Ma'am.
Bring back
Ma'am.
Akeem Olajuwon.
Ma'am.
Bring back in Clyde Drexler
Ma'am.
because these people playing
Good
games.
old
They
Clyde,
don't want
ma'am.
to win.
Ma'am, and it's not gonna happen, ma'am.
Hey,
Yep.
clearly we didn't happen. We got beat.
Y'all had an okay. Oh, never
We
mind.
had an okay team, but they should have brought in people that want to win. Them people wanted to win. Robert Ory wanted to win. Akeem Olajuwon wanted to win. These people played like they wanted to win. These people
Yeah, but
playing like I
they
don't
they
even know
still
what they
didn't.
playing like.
They still didn't win back then either.
They did
So
win, baby. We won back to back. I remember that. We was back to back champ. And I was okay with us winning them 2 years. Michael Jordan took it for a lot of the rest of them.
yes,
And I
he
was
did.
okay with that because I like Chicago just for him.
Okay, all right.
One man. I can't tell you nobody else on that team except Scottie Pippen.
Really, you Dennis Rodman?
Oh, I do remember him. But see, I forgot until you said it. He was forgettable as as astronomical as he is.
You
He
Dennis
was
Rodman was
forgettable
forgettable.
to me because I told you I was had a focus. I
Your
thought that
focus
man
was Mike, and that's it.
that boy was good. I love people who are great at what they do. I
I agree.
respect that. I'm like, you are good. And when he was done, I was done too.
Wow, you just gave up on the whole sport
The
over
whole
one man.
sport. He was the best. Who gonna be
But
better than
but
him?
another best can come along. I
I
mean,
want them to give me inspiration.
well, you had Kobe. Well,
Kobe was
he's
not Michael Jordan.
oh,
I respect
don't
his gift.
don't add
He
me
was
on that. I
good.
didn't say it. I didn't say it. Wasn't me.
He was
Wasn't me.
good. He was very good. I grant him that. But Michael Jordan is in the class all by himself. To me.
Okay.
To me.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't follow him to baseball though. I was like, Mike, you should have left that in high school.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but I guess he was just trying something new. He was like, I didn't already tackled
Did this.
basketball. Can't nobody stop me in that. So let me go try and tackle something else. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, he not Bo Jackson. Stick to that one thing, boo.
That's funny. He's not Bo. Bo
He
knows
not
everything.
Bo. Bo knows everything.
No football.
Well, I did. You see, I know Bo Jackson. Warren Moon.
Lord, okay. I'm done.
Deion Sanders. He was good.
Wow, Deion Sanders back in 1926. Okay.
I like those people. They were good. Michael Irvin.
Wow.
Troy Aikman. You see where I'm going with this.
Wow.
Dallas. America's
Yeah.
team.
Oh, I mean, the worst team ever. I mean,
The
they
America's
weren't the
team.
Saints, so it didn't matter.
My daddy was a diehard Dallas fan. My
Ma'am.
mother loved the Houston Oilers. And again, when Oilers left Houston to go beat Tennessee, I was done with that too.
Wow.
You think I'm a Texas fan?
No.
Again, I said I like people that excel.
Oh, the shade right there. Oh. Wow. That was very shadeful. I'm telling Jesus about that shade. All right.
He laughed too.
He did. He probably like, she right.
No lies were detected.
Wow, that's hilarious. Well, young lady, it has been an amazing night. Thank you so much for
Oh,
joining
thank
us. I
you.
appreciate you. This has been eye opening. You ministered and then you made us laugh. You said, I was like, you just did all of it for me tonight. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so
Oh,
much
I
for it.
am too. Thank you for the opportunity.
My pleasure. And so I need to know, do we have some music out, some music we can purchase?
Oh,
Anything?
I have a soaking album on iTunes, and it's just that it's not something you're gonna put in your car and you're gonna jam to. It's just gonna center you. It's gonna relax you, calm you, hopefully open you to a greater way of looking at you and looking at God and looking at people.
What's the name of it?
It's called the Flow Project.
The Flow Project or A Flow Project?
The Flow Project.
And it's on.
THE. It's on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere music can be downloaded or purchased.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool, cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely we want to go cop that. And let's also talk about, we can find you on Facebook, Myisha. You make it's pronounce your middle
You,
name.
Unique.
Unique.
Blame
I
my,
love
my
it.
grandma. My grandma.
Okay. Myisha Unique Tate on IG, Myisha Tate on Twitter, Myisha Tate on YouTube, Myisha Tate. Look, y'all go find Myisha Tate. Please go, and you will not be disappointed. Anything coming up soon that we can watch, or any music coming out soon? What you got?
I do have music and stuff that I'm working on. I can't tell you exactly when it'll be able to come out though. Probably, hopefully at the start of 2021. In December, I am launching that initiative for the girls, Brilliant Beauties,
Okay.
because I realized that God did give me a voice, but that voice was for more than singing. It's to speak for those who don't realize that they have value. So I want to do what I'm supposed to. And part of what I'm supposed to is help people understand that they're loved, that they matter, that they're beautiful, and that they're gifts that are meant to contribute to life. So pretty much anything I can do to do that is what I'm doing, whether it's through singing, writing, yeah. But as soon as the stuff gets ready, I will let you know.
Okay, please do, because I'm definitely gonna do some updates soon. You guys, if you would like to be a blessing to Myisha here, her cash app is $ Myisha Tate. Please go ahead and bless her. Once again, she's an independent artist, and as independent artists, we don't get that backing like a lot of the labels do for their artists, but we put out our own money and we put out our own time and efforts into getting everything taken care of. So, God puts it on your heart. Go ahead and send Myisha a love offering. Thank you guys so much for that. And I like to end the show by having you encourage someone. There's somebody who's watching tonight who maybe they're ready to give up. Maybe they don't know what's next. Maybe they're in that space where they're walking by faith, but they don't see anything on the horizon. They don't see them walking towards anything. How would you encourage that person tonight?
I will tell you first off, that couldn't be further from the truth. I know sometimes it feels like we're forgotten or that we're lost. Just Sunday, I was telling them sometimes we can be in storms where it feels like they've lasted so long that it can seem like even God has forgotten you or that He doesn't care or that He's gone. And I just want you to know that that's not true. He absolutely positively loves you. You know, we were all created for a purpose, and you were created for a purpose. And it's not to be somebody's footstool, it's not to be somebody's punching bag, it's not to be a wanderer with no given destination, with no journey in sight, but it's to fulfill reason greater than you. It's for you to be interconnected to us. It's for you to give us not something that everybody maybe necessarily is wild about, but who you are is wowing. And maybe you just haven't realized that about yourself. I want you to know that truly you are beautiful. Really, you do matter. And you are a gift that's meant to contribute to life. And I want you to know that you're not alone. And if you would be bold enough to just ask God, show me purpose, help me see who you are, and help me realize who I am in you, He would be kind enough to do that. He would grant that request. You know, He's a good Father. We didn't just say that just to be saying it. We didn't talk about Him being a friend just because we heard somebody say it in church and it's just something we're supposed to say. This is my life. And I can't imagine doing it about Him. And that's because I can. He loves me. And I know that He loves you. And I dare you to open your heart to let yourself be loved. And I pray that you would tonight just say, hey, God, if you was real as you claim you are, let me see you in that way. Let my heart experience a portion of that. And the God that I know Him to be, the friend that I know He is, the Father that He continues to be, will definitely exceed your expectations. But you be bold enough to just ask Him, let me know you. Let me know love. Let my heart experience some joy. I'm tired. Be honest with Him. He's not looking for you to know every scripture in the book. He just wants your heart to honestly speak to His own, and He'll amaze you.
Wow. Amazing words. Thank you so much for that. Definitely encouraging, and I appreciate that. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate you. Can't wait to find out, how things are going to be in a couple of months, because I know you walking by faith as well towards that destination that God has for you. So
Yes.
I can't wait to see where it's going to end up. I'm excited for you, Mama.
Oh,
Excited
thank
for
you.
you. You guys,
Likewise.
thank you for watching tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, next week, Spotlight Live on Monday night, uh, 8:30, same time, same place. Next artist of the week next week is the beautiful Tamar Braxton. So I'll be doing some Tamar
Hey.
Braxton songs. And then on Tuesday, next Tuesday night, Spotlight Introducing. I got another one for you guys. Amazing man of God. I mean, look, he about to bring that fire. Y'all get ready for Mr. Stanley. Uh-huh. He gonna be on that next week. We're gonna introduce a new artist to you guys. He does a multi-genre of gospel music. So get ready for it. Telling you. And look, animated. Yes, he is. Amen. Amen. Give you out the church voice real quick. But thank
Right.
you guys once again for joining us tonight. Thank you, Myisha, for being a part of Spotlight Introducing.
Thank
Look, we're
you.
gonna get back with you, get some updates on you in a couple of months so we can see exactly what you're doing. And don't forget, let us know when that project comes out. Let us
I
know so
will.
we can get on that. Don't forget, everybody, go to her website. Go to her pages, go to Facebook, go to her Twitter, IG, and her YouTube page. Let's get them views up and everything. And thank you so much for everything that you guys do each week. So I will see you guys next week, same time, same place, different artists. Good night, you guys. Mwah.
Good night.
Smooches.
Bye.